Here for you on BB weight. The lighter you go, the less accurate it's going to.
What's up, you guys? Dominion Commando here, also with another lesson. Now, what this guy is saying is semi-correct. But what you also got to look out for is if you're running a stock gun, you're looking about to use a 2.5s or 2.0s. It will affect your range and all that, but obviously, what he's not telling you is how I mentioned in about 2 of my other videos. You have the hop-up system, which puts the backspin on the BB to make it go up, down, and directly in the middle to the point where you can actually aim down your iron sight or holographic sight or even scope to the most accurate that you can possible. Now, also what he did not mention is how certain guns basically can withhold, or I should say overshoot, or whichever the case may be, depending on what gun you have. Obviously, if it's a Polar Star, you can't really use that many like BBs because they will freaking go up and skyrocket. Yeah, it's good if you turn your gun sideways to go around corners and all, but obviously you're not allowed to do that, and speeds off that much. I heard, not quoting. Also, when you get your stock gun, obviously, like I said, you're going to use 2.5s and 2.0s. When you get further into airsoft, like about you want to hit your 5-year, half a year mark, maybe you want to throw some upgrades in it. If you upgrade your motor or spring, you'll have to go with a heavier BB due to certain upgrades. Then your BBs will get heavier depending on what fields or whichever you go to. If it's inside, then you're obviously fine because there's no air resistance. There's no really air to get under the BB to overshoot unless your hop up is completely up and they're going straight up into the ceiling. Or if you're outdoors, they'll just go probably about from me to, I want to say about 6 to 10 feet, and then they'll start curving up. Other than that, with Polar Stars, it's a little bit different. Obviously, you want to start off with like a 2.8, 2.5, because depending on how much PSI you're running, that'll also make a big effect. And as I said, with upgrades, also your inner barrel is a very big deal because if you got like the PDI barrels or whichever the case may be, it's going to cut less air resistance, therefore that the hop up will also go up as well. Now, continuing on that fact, when you get to the whole hop up system and all that, if you have an R hop, turn the hop up off. If you have the R hop patch in your inner barrel, if not, you're fine. You can run also a fly hop bucking, which also does the same thing. It is very accurate. If you run it in a Polar Star, flat hop buckings, you can also run a Prometheus soft bucking, a purple bucking. That will also give you the same effect, and it'll still cut down the less air resistance. Other than that, yeah, most of what this guy's saying is true. Depending on what field you're going to is going to affect your BBs, but also it depends on what type of gun is it, or if it's a used gun, which I love used guns personally because it's a mystery. You don't know what's in it. You could have a whole setup and you don't know you get it for like $300, $500, depending on what's in it. I mean, my friend got away with a VFC PDW by Avalon. The guy did it up right. It was like for $340. It was a snag, the whole setup, the whole upgrade system, and whatnot. So yeah, for a good amount of price, he got a full setup. I had to build basically from the ground up and see which I wanted to do. Obviously, most of the guns I have, except for my ICS, my Scorpion Evo, and my ICS CXP08, well, not really that one. CQR, sorry. Um, they are mostly new. I do have a couple of used guns in my arsenal because I'm not looking to spend a lot of money to have fun. I'm just looking to have fun in general. But you want the most accuracy so you can help your teammates as much as you can. Other than that, it's pretty much basic science, or whichever the case may be. So, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, folks, and have a good rest of your day. This is Dominion Commando signing off for now. Although, PSS, I just started that. Sorry. Um, I used to also play this with my some customers when I used to work at New Breed. Um, I would flip the bottles back and forth, and I tell them which one's heavier. They feel the bottles, obviously, and then I explain what this guy explained, that the heavier BBs are going to be more for accuracy. I don't think that it will get to your target slower per se versus a 2.0. The 2.0 being the lightest BB you could ever use. But it's kind of like the distance as well, or what your battery is running at, or what your tank is running at. So that all factors in pretty much. It's not just one little thing where it's like, oh, well, the BB's too heavy, it's not going to go anywhere because obviously the gun can handle it. But as previously stated, that it depends on what your battery life's at, what your tank is running at, or how much gas you have in your mags, for that matter. Um, but as soon as you throw in upgrades from a stock gun to you building your own rifles, or which case may be, obviously you're going to have to go heavier due to the extra power or less air resistance that you have in your airsoft gun. So anyway, this is Dominion Commandos signing off. Enjoy the rest of your night.